Good morning. I'm Brendan Miller speaking on behalf of the Five Gyres Institute. It's a nonprofit institute and it focuses on plastic pollution. So, let's all take a moment real quick and let's think. How much plastic consumption do you all do each day? How much? Whether it be going and buying an iced coffee, whether it be using a straw when you could just sip out of the glass. Well, I'm here to tell you that this could all be avoided easily with some easy steps. And let's start by thinking further. It was not until recently, the past few generations, that we started using so much plastic on an everyday basis. For example, people used to use a lot more, glass plates for dinner. Now you go into people's homes, and what is it? Paper and plastic cups. So, what's the problem with this? We end up throwing away all this packaging that we're using made of plastic, and it's used on stuff that we're using plastic we use plastic on things that we're going to end up throwing away, and plastic is made to last forever. So why are we doing this? There are alternatives to plastic, and I'm here to show you some of them. First of all, glass. We use plastic cups, we could easily be using glass. Grocery bags. When we go grocery shopping, we get a bunch of plastic bags when truly this is just something for lazy people to do. Because, I'll tell you that in other parts of the country, California, you go to a Walmart or a grocery store, they don't even give you the plastic bags, because what is the true need when you can just use your grocery cart to bring your groceries to your car, unload them to your car, then unload them into your house. Might take a little longer, but the plastic consumption will not be there if we take these steps. Clothing. We can use all natural clothing, whether it be hemp, leather, there's other ways. Water bottles, that's a big one. Reusable water bottles. Even if you use the same plastic water bottle over and over again, you can do this. And just a random one, glass straws. Do we really need so many straws every time we go to Mickey D's? Well, I'm here to tell you who we are, the Five Gyres Institute. We're an organization focused on the challenge of reduction of these pollutants, taking action, getting people inspired, and getting them to wake up a little bit. And we're trying to go as far as legislation. We're looking into the laws that include pollution, bans and fees on plastics, and even trying to figure out how your tax dollars are being spent to help the environment. Lastly, recovery. We're trying to recover the environment from the place that we put it in right now to put it into the best state possible. Now, Five Gyres. Oh, well, what are the Five Gyres, you're probably thinking? Well, I'll tell you what the Five Gyres are. Surface currents in the ocean, as you can see in this picture, circulate through different oceans, and these are all called gyres. It is a system of ocean currents that are large and rotating. And why this is so important? Well, these rotating currents actually take the pollution that we put into the ocean and they build up all the pollution. As you can see, for example, the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. Now, I don't know if you've ever heard of this before, but this is caused by humans, plastic pollution, and it's in the North Pacific Gyre, and it collects harmful pollutants to not only the ocean environment, the marine animals, but also humans. So you're probably thinking, why give us the money? Well, what do we need this money for? Well, the Five Gyres Institute, we can ensure that the public will know the truth about pollution, bringing recognition to the issues, creating solutions, fundraising, and taking steps towards a brighter future. Now, an example of some awareness that we could bring to the community. I'm sure that you all use, facial scrubs, soaps whenever you're taking a shower, and you probably never think twice about it. This is healthy for me, but is it healthy for the environment? I'm here to tell you sometimes it's not. Facial washes, they look appealing, and I'm sure you've all used these little washes with these little blue beads, even some hand soap. Have you ever really thought what those beads are? Well, they're plastic. And these plastic beads, they give you, a chemically enhanced clean, probably feels nice, but at the end of the day, they're just plastic beads that wash down the drain into our water systems and all over the world. So, money given to us, what are we going to do with it? Well, besides going and fundraising for first-hand action and research, our money will help further greaten the public knowledge so that everybody can awaken more to what this problem actually is with pollution concerning plastic in our waters. For examples, things that we will include is how harmful chemical pollutants and plastics, how harmful the plastics are that we're using that pollute into our waterways, that get into the fishes because the fishes are eating them, whether it be these small things, and they travel through the food chain. So these chemicals that come off of the plastics that are getting into our oceans and stuff, they pollute the fish that eventually move up the food chain that we are eating. So we're actually eating our own pollution. And I don't think this is very smart of us. Animals suffer by mistaking these plastics for food. They actually become a part of their normal diet. They mistake these plastics for food. You can find birds on beaches dead, look in their stomachs, they ate a lighter. What sense does that make? None. Well, here's one of the main things that you should know about. Persistent organic pollutants. These pollutants, these are the pollutions in the environment that can be degraded because of the process that they have put through. Basically, it's like the chemicals that can release off the plastics and pollute our waters. Some final thoughts for everybody. Does it make sense for humans to be polluting the oceans with harmful plastics when it can all be avoided? Does it? Can you really blame the public though? Because do they really know what they're doing? Is this something we can help you out with? And it'll all be stopped or minimalized with help through our institute. Thank you.
Excellent, thank you.